Hello friends, today we're making pencil and pen spinners. Why spend $5, $10, $15 on these things when you can easily make customized versions of your very own, fully functional, for about $2, but most likely $1 or less, with supplies that are readily available. I'll show you how to take any pencil, any pen, and turn it into a spinner. Interested? Here we go! Pens and pencils with lots of color and patterns are the best. Pencil grips, I got these at Walmart for about $2.50 with tax, around $3. You get 20 of them. That means you can make 10 pencils or pens. Got some really interesting pencils at the dollar store for $1. Here's some Harry Potter ones. They come in packs of 12 for some strange reason, not really sure. But they got nice patterns here. These are holographic. Got some nice details there. And then you need counterweights. These White Daisy slingshot glass ammos, which are basically marbles, are great. You want something around a ½ an inch. 3/8 of an inch, not good enough. And anything more than ½ an inch, and it gets kind of challenging with the pencil grips. Got these marbles, many different colors at the dollar store. These are black beads, I got it at Michael's. And this is ½ inch ball bearings, or Daisy has ½ inch steel slingshot ammo. You don't want lead, you want steel. And if you have kids under the age of 3, you don't want to make this build because there's a lot of small parts and they could swallow these. The other thing, you'll need some sort of spacer material, and what I use is these giveaway pens that you find at hotels. Here's another one, and this will come really in handy. The only thing you need is a straight box cutter to cut the spacers. Everything else is just assembly. If you can't find these steel shots, I'll post a link down below. The reason why I wanted to do this build is because this is a real great dexterity exercise for kids all the way up to older kids, like in their 60s or 70s. Coordination, dexterity is very helpful in life. Pen or pencil, if you don't have it on hand, it's about 10 cents a piece. These are about 15 cents a piece, so now you're up to 40 cents. And then the counterweights, depending on what you want to do, are probably 10 cents, 20 cents a piece. So easily under $1 to make some of these. They would be great for teenage parties, as long as you don't have kids that are under 3, because these are dangerous. You could do it for a Harry Potter party. Pencils in stores are readily available for virtually any kind of theme you can think of. And you can use virtually any kind of pen. The only thing that you have to do is you have to sacrifice this little guy here, the thing that hooks on to a pocket. It's easily pried off with something like this, and you're going to cover that up anyway, but then you have a nice little weight. I've also made this design so that you can either use a pencil that's not sharpened or a pencil that is sharpened, and a pen that does work. These are functional designs, or you can just use the length of the pen or pencil. A little bit of research online, I noticed that a standard for a spinner or turner is around 22 centimeters. This one is just a tad bit longer than that. As you use the pencil, the spinner length goes down. Pens are a little shorter than pencils, so you can design it to any size you want that works best for you. For this one, I had a couple challenges. First of all, the pencil was a little thinner, so all I did is take some tape and wrapped it around both ends to thicken out the pencil so that the grip would stay on there better. And in here I used actually bigger marbles. So you just take the marble and you pull on both sides, and it's totally up to you how far you want to put the marble in. And the great thing about this marble, almost like the end of a wizard wand. See, and that guy stays in there pretty good. And then you just take it and push it on the end. Now, if you're worried about the marble coming out, I've never had a marble pop out, and I've made dozens of these things for friends and family. There you go. And the great thing about dedicating a pencil is that it's flat to the end, the marble sitting in there like that, and it's very flush and easy to make. Sometimes one end is a little wider than the other. Have a nice little thing, and then you just slide it on. And there you go. You're ready to spin. One of the things I did investigate is, do you need some sort of gripping surface? And I know that some pens and pencil turners have grippers, but I found as a new twirler, for me and for others in our family that were taking this on, just worked a little better than having that rubberized grip. Great things about this design is that I'm giving you all the component pieces to make one of your very own. Yours will be one of a kind. Here's a pen version, and I've decided to make it functional. Now, the bearings are a little heavier than marbles, and depending on what you want, you may prefer the bearing. So they go on just like the marbles. This one is right at 1/2 inch, so it's a little easier to put in. All right, so you can slide that on there, and it will work, but you can see it's a little wobbly. So I've come up with a solution to that. You just take another piece of pen, and you're just using some of this clear pen. It can be any kind of pen you have on hand. It can be white. In this case, I noticed that this is a little more transparent, so I'm going with the clear pen. And then you push it down here, and you see where the pen tip is. And you say, okay, that's where it's going to have to go. You measure it off, mark it, take a straight cutter, and when you make a line with the cutter all the way around, you could just snap it off. I tried using saws and things like that to cut it off, but it puts a really rough edge. This straight box cutter with a nice little snap puts it in place. Now you just put that on top of your pen, and then push it down in there like that, and that takes the wobble away. And then when you want to use the pen, there you go. He's coming in right at about 17.5 centimeters, right around 7 inches. And for the 22 spinner, he's coming in right around 8 3/4 inches. So here you can put them next to each other. You can see that they're a little different. You might prefer the shorter spinner. I wanted to make something that teenagers could take to school and not have to worry about getting kicked out for it. It doesn't look like a weapon. Just pull it off. So why buy these things when there's just literally that much time to make? And they hold together really, really well. Now I'll show you how to make a functional pencil. In this case, I'm picking up the green in the stripes, and I like the black, so I'm going to use black beads. These right here, and they're about 1/2 inch. Now on a functional pencil, you're going to do something very similar to what you did with the pen. You're just going to make a spacer over the sharp end. It may be a little more challenging for you as you use the pencil and start sharpening it down, that it's going to keep changing in length, and maybe you'll like that, maybe you don't. It's totally up to you. So here's the end. So if we want a functional pencil, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the pen. We're going to make a spacer. So you come down here, you figure out where the tip is going to be, and you're just scoring the edge. You got to get down there deep enough. Now you can totally cut it off if you want. You just press down on it like that, come all the way around, try to do it as straight as possible, and then hopefully I'll get a snap out of this. Put it on the pencil. Now you got a sense of it, right? So then you take, in this case, a bead, and then you just push it on, and then again that takes the wobble out of the end, kind of squares out the pencil a little bit. Now look at this. You've got a situation where it may or may not stick so well. So I've got an idea for that. Go back to this, and you make a small little collar. Probably no more than 1/4 inch long. And you're gonna lose it because it's gonna get a shot across the screen. All right, I've captured him, and now this time you gotta be careful, but you wanna cut all the way down like that and make a little sleeve, and then you're just gonna slide that on your pencil right there. And so you're making a little spacer, and you put it on like this. Make sure it's completely covered, and you've solved that problem. It's not going to slide off anymore until you pull it off. Now let's see how long this guy is. He's 8.5 inches, or 21.5 centimeters. So for comparison purposes, we have this guy, and that guy. So if you want something heavier, you can go with a nicer pen, and these are kind of giveaway pens actually, and you just pop that off, and I did that by just gingerly prying it off. Let's go with a red and blue theme. So we're going to put this guy on this end. I've already done a ball bearing or a 1/2 inch slingshot round. As you pull that marble out, you'll have a little more momentum on the twirl. In fact, actually this works pretty good, just having one on one end. That's kind of interesting. It gives it a little bit of a different feel, but you can definitely spin it. So I've actually got one of those spacers in there already because I've already measured it out. It doesn't wobble that much for some reason, probably because the end of the pen is a little bigger, and it's got a nice little golden line right where the center point is. Now this guy comes in a little heavier. Online, these things weigh about 2.5 ounces. I'm not sure you need them that heavy. Okay, we'll go with grams first. That guy weighs in at 21 grams, or 3/4 of an ounce. This guy weighs a little less than that because I've cut the pencil down probably. And they all spin just as well. This is my heavy contender right here. He's coming in at 1.6 ounces, 45 grams. And here you go with ball bearings. 25 grams or 0.9 ounces. If you're going with beads, those seem to be the lightest. If you use ball bearings or the 1/2 inch shot, that seems to be the heaviest for the ends. And the glass marbles are somewhere in the middle. So as you make this longer, that's going to change the performance of the spinning pen or pencil and whatever weight you put on the ends. Actually, it's a real interesting class physics experiment for middle schoolers and high schoolers. I'm sure you could come up with all sorts of experiments and trying to figure out which is the best configuration. But a lot of it comes down just to personal preference. You could do also all sorts of spinning themes. This one's kind of a heart Valentine's Day theme. This was just a local school elementary pencil. This can be a fun little fidget for folks who need them, and by gosh, you can come up with all sorts of interesting designs in themes. Speaking of themes, I think I got to use one of these Harry Potter pencils. Here we go, we're gonna do a Gryffindor. So I have 2 marbles that are kind of yellowish. I'm going to use the red pencil grips. We're gonna put the yellow marbles on like that. Now once you put them in here, the kind of color changes a little bit. Gryffindor! Pencil spinner. Now if you wanted to use the end for erasing, you got it right there. And if you're going to do the end, this grips really well. You may not need that spacer on it. Then just sharpen it up and do what I did to the other pencil and just put the spacer inside. Say you want to use a pencil, but you don't want it to be functional, you could just kind of shave down the end like this. Put that guy on there like that, and there you go. Here's a really interesting pencil. It's got glitter in it. So let's see if I can make that one up. And what if you want to use a mechanical pencil? Guess what? It works for those too. Again, you have to sacrifice the clip. So you've cut that end off. Now you can use orange and make it all plain, but we'll just get a little bit of schnaz factor in there. Now when you're putting on the mechanical pencil end, you're kind of crunching it down a little bit. You want to have space for that so that you can advance the lead. Kind of botched this one up a little bit. One of the things I found many times, it's easier just to put the ball bearing in place before you start working on the ends, because here I've got a little bit of a mechanical pencil situation. If and when that's an issue, you just take and push it down a little bit with your finger to get it so it's working well. And I think it's just easier to take and put the bearing on, or the counterweight at the end, before you put it on the pencil or pen. Functions. Let's see if we need a spacer on this guy or not. No, he stays on there pretty good. Not much of an end and not much of a wobble. So there you go, mechanical pencil. Spinner, twirler. And because I'm just getting kind of wacky making these things, I've got a Halloween pencil. I like how they have a little bit of transparency there. And since I'm going to have a pencil end on this, that one's a little too short. Darn, I thought I could use that. So I'll have to come up with another one here. Put it on the end of the pencil. Use the pencil to push it on. This is a little thicker pencil, so it works out well. And it's going to be a little shorter because the eraser's gone. No problem there. And there you got a Halloween themed pen, pencil, spinner. And here's the glitter pencil. I like this one particularly because it's shiny. So there you go. Turn your favorite pen and pencil, any theme pen and pencil, into a spinner turner in a minute or two. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more spinner builds where I make them out of heavy metal. Coming soon.